Just My Opinion, the podcast.
Mike Roberts, baby.
My name is Hery Irizarry.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. My name is Hery. I'm here with Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Hery. How are you today?
I'm good. It's cold as hell.
It is
it's
cold.
Good.
Yeah.
It's really cold, right?
Yeah, it's quite chilly. As a matter of fact, I think it is like, well, granted, we get listeners from all over the world, but, they'll probably laugh at us. But for Florida, it's not supposed to be this cold.
It is cold.
It's not supposed to be this cold.
Yeah, it is cold for Florida. It is, right now, I'm looking at it, it's 37 right now. Right up over here.
And that's 37 with the morning sunshine.
Mm-hmm. And it's very windy.
It's very, very windy.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Sorry. I feel like I see myself blurry.
Oh.
But again, I don't have my contacts, so it could be that.
Well,
I'm cleaning the camera, but I just realized I don't have contacts. Anyway.
Yeah, that could definitely be playing a part there.
It's the cold weather. It's affecting me.
I understand.
It's still cold. I'm waking up. It's early.
It is
People have
early.
to realize we wake up early to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
While you're sleeping on a Sunday, very comfortable on a 37-degree morning.
Somewhere with your
We
boo
are
thing.
here. Yeah. We're here looking like pretty messy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the closet right now at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
This is where I go on Sundays. At 8 o'clock on Sundays. Yeah. I guess you're going to be going to the closet, babe? Yep. I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah. Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll come out later.
Melinda says to me the other day, she's like, we really got to get your office done. And I said, why is that? She's like, because I really don't think you should be filming in a closet.
The voice sounded like an old lady.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I told her that
lady.
yesterday. I did a voice impression of her. It was just me and her in the car, and I went off some rabbit hole, and I ended up talking like a southern belle of a woman, and Melinda doesn't talk like that at all. And I was like,
no, I know.
And I was like,
well,
oh, hey there, sweetie. What'd your dad say?
maybe she will as she gets older.
Maybe it's something.
Yeah.
Do you think?
But anyway, it's cold, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cold.
I'm still in my PJs, socks, like the whole thing. Because as soon as I'm done, I'm just going to bed.
Going back to bed?
I'm gonna watch a lot of TV today. It's not a day to go out. It's not a day to go out.
I'm gonna watch
not recommended.
A lot of TV.
It's not good for your skin, that's for sure.
No, it'll definitely dry you out. Definitely dry you out.
And we, brown and darker people,
okay.
The weather can affect us really easily.
Look, I'm just going to come right out and say it. White people get ashy too. White people get ashy.
Yeah, but
too.
we can't tell.
You can tell if you looked at my skin close yesterday. I was ashy. Part of the day I had to do a whole lotion scrub down midday.
It happened to me last night. I went to bed and I was trying to sleep and my skin was itching a lot. So like at 1 a.m, I'm putting lotion all over my body.
So you don't feel like a lizard, bro.
So yeah. But yeah, it is.
I don't know.
It is. What you been up to?
Dude, I have been all over the place. This past week for work, it was a lot of traveling for the day. Like, a lot of good things came out of it, so I'm extremely thankful. It's like good deals were coming. But because of those good deals, I had to make a lot of road trips to Ocala and West Palm Beach, and it's been a lot of go. And then tomorrow, I haven't even told you this. This happened on Thursday night. Tomorrow, I'm flying to Las Vegas for work.
Okay.
So it has been great.
Nice. I love Vegas.
It has been great. How about your work? How's things been at your work?
Busy.
Oh, I would imagine.
Especially with the cold weather, it gets even worse.
I could kind of see that because if I was somebody at your work, I would like working there better when it's cooler.
Well, working, yeah, but people get...
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Can't go there.
If
I
I'm-
cannot talk about work, really. I wish I could do just an episode of me venting about people at work, but it's not professional.
Well, people don't know where I work, and if my coworkers listen to this, fuck your professionalism. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just, that way we have a pivot.
Yeah, well, I just gotta say, dealing with customers is not easy. That is my main thing. There's some days that you love them and you like, thank you for coming.
Is it
There's some
okay?
days that I just want to slap him.
Okay, so I think this could actually be a really fun episode because I love the episodes where I get to ask you questions. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you stop me. I feel like everybody's listening now. So because we're gonna ask you questions, so I'm gonna dance around it. I try to be protective of where we both work. Okay, so but like you just said, would it be fair to say that the world could at least know you work in some type of environment where people buy things, like a retail environment? That's okay, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the world of retail, you have to hire employees that deal with customer service. That's in anybody's business, not just yours. So it's okay if we say it.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So one thing I've noticed that I no longer work in retail, but I am very aware of customer service from others. Okay?
Yeah.
Like when I go to Chipotle, you always hear me bitch. When I go to Fresh Kitchen, any type of restaurant where there's young people, basically I get frustrated. Have you, being that I know the kind of demographic that typically gets hired where you work, have you found that young people are more difficult to find that want to work in the retail side? And
yes. I look for people that have kids and owe a lot of money. Yes, because
it took a second and then it hit me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because those are the people that have to pay bills and they got to take care of their family. So if I'm going to hire, which I don't anymore, because usually when I go to hire, I come back and I didn't hire anybody. So I send somebody to hire, and but I try to I try to in a few minutes to learn and know their character. I could care less if you have ever worked in retail. I just want to know that you have your character.
Yeah.
You're an outgoing person, willing to work, don't care about hours. A lot of people lie. Oh, I can do this, I can do that. And then when they come in there, they were lying. But I look in their soul. I look into their soul. I really do. I look into their soul, and then I say, you're hired. That's how I took. I don't go about their experience. I don't care what you did in the past.
Well, I don't care if you got it. If you've been up and down. Can you do this?
I don't care.
Do you think?
Were you a prostitute? Hired. You know how to hustle.
That's what we need right now.
Exactly.
We got things we got to upsell.
I used to sell drugs. Hired. You know how to run. So I don't.
Transfer guy.
Yeah.
You're the transfer guy.
Yeah. You want people that just not lazy and just bitch.
Well, do you find it hard in today's I'm going to say like 50% of your workforce is young people.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well.
Do you find it hard to seek those people out,
Worse
that
and worse.
actually want to interact with the guest? Because I do a lot of bitching from the customer side at Chipotle, right? And I'm like, and I thought about this morning, and I said, but the best example would be to ask Hery, how does he feel about hiring these people? And how hard is it to actually find people right now?
It is very hard. They're awful. They live in a fantasy. They live in a fantasy. So if I'm working in retail, they only think they're going to do that specific job. When you tell them go get a duster and clean that area, do what? Do what?
I was hired
Yes,
for
bitch.
retail. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Just ask the manager. I'm the manager, bitch. I'm telling you.
I'm the big manager.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Go get a freaking duster. It's really hard. Yeah, and then they all are entitled. They are coming to an interview to tell you what is the expectation.
Oh, their
In other words.
expectation.
Their expectations. Yeah, I can't be outside too long. My skin is, my doctor told me.
Of course.
I can't drive after 7 o'clock. Just, you know.
Of course, I can't drive after
What?
7 o'clock.
I swear to God. People create, and then they have doctor's notes. They have all this doctor's restriction. Like, what doctor does all this? I have to take a 5-minute break every hour. This is not a lie. This is not a lie. Because I have to wear this mask, so I need a 5-minute break every hour.
So I can take a breather.
Yeah, because of my asthma. This is all true. Oh, Lord. I'm telling you. I swear. You know what happened to me one time? I went to do an interview, and those rare ones that I do. And I have 2 funny incidents. There's nothing more unattractive than somebody showing up to an interview in flip-flops, a V-neck with no bra, and a big 7-Eleven gulp.
Did she tuck in the shirt?
What?
Did she tuck in the shirt?
No.
Okay.
No. She had a ponytail. Just looked like she did it in the car before the interview. And she was chewing gum.
Ah, and chewing gum.
So, if you know me, I am big on how you look. Sorry. I'm going to judge you, people. Listen to this.
Presentation
I judge.
is key.
I judge. That's what I do for a living. I judge first and then I go to work. So, anyway, I said, can you please follow those arrows? They will take you to the exit and we'll call you 90 days if we need you. Have a great day. Yeah. I don't know. Why would you show up to an interview with no bra?
So,
first of all.
This is
especially, I mean, if you look good, maybe that might be different, but come on.
Well, and here's a good topic. And here's why I asked about the shirt being tucked in. Because I like you to be the asshole on this show. Okay? So that makes me the nice person. Sorry.
I don't think there was no need for introduction on that one.
I've really been looking forward to this show this week. So I've been coming up with some good doppelgangers. Or the good little zingers. But nevertheless, I asked if her shirt was tucked in. Because what I did there, Hery, is I prevented you from looking like an ass in that statement. Because if her shirt was tucked in, one could argue that this is all she had. Like all of her clothes. This was the nicest thing she could find.
Okay.
But she didn't tuck in the shirt. And she had gum in. Gum isn't.
She had a big 7-Eleven, a big gulp. You know what a big drink
like the
ounces?
58
You don't bring that to an
ounces.
interview.
You don't bring that. That looks redneck. It looks redneck. I'm going to be honest. It does.
It was. She was.
Yeah, I bet.
And then the hair. You could have stopped. You could have stopped at the bathroom first and do something with your hair.
A little something. Wet it.
And then in sandals, flip-flops, those toes.
They were rough toes?
Huh?
Were they rough toes?
You know those toes when the girls paint their nails and they're all like, the color is falling apart?
Kind of chippy?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Went to the beach. The sand got it. Chipped a nail on the concrete.
Yeah. It looked like she had a little map on her toe.
Oh, jeez.
So that was one. Then I had one. Is this what is it called? The millennials? That's what they call?
I believe so. I lost track of the generations.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're at.
Because I think I might be.
But
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
That makes sense. But anyway, so I was talking to this girl, very nice girl so far. And then at one point I asked her a question and she was not answering. I'm like, hello? She's not looking at me. She's looking down, facing down. Her head is down, and I'm like, yeah. So I was like asking, a couple times I asked her, so I kind of like reached over the table a little bit.
Yeah, did one of those.
To see what was going on. Yeah.
The breathe push.
She was texting.
In the interview? During the question?
In the middle of the interview.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. I was like, so, you see those arrows? They're going to take you all the way to the application for 90 days, and we'll call you if we need you. Thank you. Have a great day. I have already a spiel, you know?
You see those red arrows?
Yeah.
That means you failed.
I wish those arrows had like a secret passage on the floor that you just go down and there's alligators and eat you.
You see those red arrows? Those mean go fuck yourself. But we're saying it nicely today.
Oh,
Just follow them and you'll get the hint.
Yes. And that's I like I said, I try not to go anymore to do interviews because I have a bad I do judge. Instead of doing the interview, I actually ask a person, "Do you know what common sense is?"
Common sense.
Because there's a lack of common sense at work.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
That I do totally understand what you're saying because yeah.
You know when an employee says to me, "Hey, they're looking for this and we don't have it. What do you want me to do?"
Well,
huh? Why are you coming to me if you know we don't have it?
Did you want to check
You tell that person, "Sorry, we don't have it."
It's gone. Not here.
You see, you making me all agitated here.
I know, this is I finally found the right way to ask these questions to get you to talk about this part of your life. I was like,
Yeah.
We're navigating away where it is, just that you work in retail, and it is stressful.
Yeah.
Well, I worked in retail before.
No, it's not stressful. It's just,
Well, no, you're right. I more so asked about the hiring of staff. I asked what it's like to hire people right now. Because on the flip side, like, I don't want young people to think we're just ripping on young people because we're not old. But
I am.
You're not old. So.
No, I'm ripping them.
That was good. So, but do you happen to hire much retiree people anymore?
No.
Because
of balance. You cannot. I am sorry. You see what you're doing?
No.
So, okay.
No. Shut it.
For you out there that are older, I am sorry. This is just, I will hire any age. But again, I judge. So I'm gonna look at you, and I see that you're having a hard time coming to walk into me for the interview. Most likely, you're not gonna do a lot of stuff at work.
You're gonna be.
I won't hire you. I might send you to somewhere else that somebody can interview in a different department. Maybe that kid suits you. You're not gonna work for me. If I'm gonna ask you, can you go push a bin with ice, and I look at you there, most likely that person won't do it.
So
I won't.
Minimum requirement: if you don't look like you can push a bucket of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Shit. Where's it at? Hang on.
So we have an alarm, but we don't know where it is.
Oh. I'm sorry. I got it. It was my other phone.
Where was it?
It was like beneath my... Look, I'm in the closet as it is right now. So like I've got a shelf in here, and it was...
I get it, but where was the phone?
It fell out of my jacket pocket.
Oh.
And it went underneath.
I see you go like going down on the floor. Like, where's he going? The hamper?
Oh. Anyways, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. But yes, so pushing a cart is a minimum requirement for you.
Yeah, you gotta lift 50
ice cart.
pounds. But I don't want to come in an interview and you smell like Bengay. That right there gives it.
It's like Bengay. We're gonna have to shut it down.
Yeah.
Did you just drink Metamucil?
And I don't want to hear. I don't want to say. Well, I need a 50-minute break every hour because of my back. There's doctor's note for all that. I kid you not, Mike. There is. This can go on and on. Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think about the doctors? Is it ever a doctor that's really close to your office? You know, almost on the property, or is it typically doctors?
Oh yeah, we have, but none of them go there. They have their own doctors. I don't know where they get these doctors from. I'm telling you.
I feel that way very highly because a lot of people have this thing with doctor's notes where they can get away with anything, and I'm not one of those people. I can't even get away with an airline. Like, I've seen people...
You know what bothers me is that at work it's cheaper, right? Because we're employees. But I have a thing about... I don't have an issue with cheap stuff. I like cheap stuff. Well, depends on what it is. But I don't think I want to be cheap on a doctor.
No.
I'm sorry. There's something about going to a doctor and says, I'm going to charge you less for this treatment. I don't know. Kind of worries me.
Yeah, because there's some stuff you don't cheap out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and doctors is one of them. So I don't know. A lot of these people, these kids, come with doctor's note to work, and which is totally legal. It's just stupid. Like, what doctor listens to this nonsense and gives you a restriction for that you're saying? Like, what happened? So I think the new doctors are the same as these kids, you know?
You don't think they're any better?
We spoil these kids. Come on, push them out to work.
It's because they want
Can't be
you.
in the sun too long.
Yeah. Yeah, and then on top of that, they want you to eat all this different stuff and put on a lot of creams and salves.
Can I get this kind of schedule because I drive far. Second week of work, I live too far, so I don't. Can we change my schedule? No. You said in the interview you're full available. So shut up.
Hold them to the full availability. Well,
I mean, come on. We all have to do it.
When I worked in retail, I worked at a theme park and I worked at Legoland. And, woo! So when we hired people there, we got like scenarios to put them in. Like, we would be, so there would be like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of us that were like assistant managers would get a email in the morning. How many people want to do interviews today? Because and you know, in that world, you're bringing in a lot of people seasonally, so you have to have everybody to help interview. So you go down to HR like in the afternoon, and they have all these people in there, and you'll get 2 or 5. You know, it just depends how many people are there from each department. And we were in there, and you had to create scenarios. Well, I don't know if I ever told you this, but you know, I used to work in the ski show, and I got promoted at Legoland to be an assistant manager. So I was a bit of a character. And sure as shit, dude, like every time I would get the scenes, like it would be like, you know, you watch a mother and son leaving the ice cream cone stand and their ice cream cone falls on the ground. What do you do?
Okay.
And so I would make this scenario. I would pretend to be the mom. And be like, oh my God, we just dropped like this $10 ice cream cone and our boy is crying. Can you please help me? I know you don't do anything with food and you don't work at the ice cream stand, but I need your help today, Diane. What are you going to do? And I'd make this big ass scene and make it so loud.
I can only imagine.
Just to get all the attention. Because all the other ones would have to stop their interviews. Like, they're all professional in food and beverage and in waste management. And then there's this asshole with retail putting them through life scenarios. It was pretty much like a little mini, what was that show Donald Trump did? You're Fired or whatever, you know, the thing?
Yeah.
The Apprentice. This was the Retail Apprentice in like 20 minutes. And, dude, I didn't.
I would love to do that.
Some people choked up. They and I was like, you're not getting the job. You're not getting the job. You're not getting the job. We can't have that. You got to be able to be fucking quick in the theme park world, dude. That's a no. But when you get people, here's the good thing about hiring people that I do love. Have you ever hired somebody that your gut told you this is going to be a good employee, and that employee's grown into something where you work?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I actually do. Let me tell. Okay, we're talking.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
So this week, there was a kid who stopped by the store to say hi. You remember Christopher?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's listening, but shout out to him. He stopped by the store. He is back with the company, right? And he texted me that he wanted to see me. He has texted me before. We text randomly back and forth sometimes. And he's doing very well. He came back as a part-time because he's an actor now.
Officially.
He's an actor. Yeah, he's with an agency and everything. And he came to see me, and he was thanking me, and he says he talks to everybody about me because, you know, I was like a mentor to him.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what? What?
Good for him.
I was what?
What?
Yeah. He was just praising me. I was like, stop, dude. You got to stop. He said, no, for real. I wanted to see you for a while. I was like, and now that I'm here, I would like to see you more often. We can do lunch or something.
I'm
like,
friends with
whoa.
him on social media.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I am.
Good kid, man. That's good.
But
'Cause he got let
I
go.
never knew that. Oh, funny story. I don't know if he knows this. I hired him, right? So when I was going to work in that area, I did not know anything about it, and we were supposed to know everything about that world.
Uh-huh.
And a weekend, they said, you got to go higher. It's like, okay. In the middle of the interview, I'm already thinking this kid seems like a good kid, you know? There's nothing worse than, and I learned that way, than you ask somebody, you have any questions for me? That's bad. I said to him, you have any questions for me? And he started talking to me about that whole world that we were going to work at.
And asking your opinion.
Asking me questions about everything. And I'm like, dude, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're about to get hired. You're going to screw this one up. I don't know nothing about this. He said to me something about, what is your, like, favorite character of this? And I was like, I don't even know the names of the characters. And I was like, I said, I don't know, man. I'm a villains guy, you know? And he's like, which one? I'm like, what? What? Just so you know, you're hired. Okay? So he got so excited and so happy that he forgot what he was asking me. And I was like, I'm not answering this shit, motherfucker.
No need to impress me with your questions. You get the job.
I know. I don't know if I ever told him that, but I wanted to punch him in the face. I don't know nothing about this stuff, and you're asking me about it? Come on, dude.
Dude, that's
Yeah, but he's doing really well. So to your point, to your question, yeah.
Yeah. See, like I will say that,
that,
like hiring in retail. And,
I have a heart.
Yeah, like and working in retail, it does have its days, and it's the only reason. And I think people that are in retail in any way, wherever they work, will understand what we're saying, as to like the reasons why you're kind of like more firm on certain topics is because like every retail person has tried to reinvent the wheel by hiring a different type of person, and you just know what you need for your needs, I guess.
Yeah.
You know who's got bad?
Look at Jaser.
Well, I'll tell you who's got terrible hireability though. Is you ever going to like TJ Maxx or Ross? They got like 4 people that work in the whole fucking store.
Well, they're all on the registers. There's nobody on the floor.
Yeah, no, but you could.
There's never an employee on the floor. You need something, you don't know who to talk to. You have to do the line to pay to ask them.
Hey, dude, the line at those stores.
Yeah, always long lines at Ross.
Always.
I hate going to Ross because it's always messy. I hate messes. So anytime Sasha wants to go to Ross, I'm like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
And Sasha doesn't mind that stuff. Sasha doesn't mind looking through stuff. I can't.
To me, it's like shopping in a closet. Like it's
like,
everything's just unorganized, slapped in there.
Yeah.
Every time you ask about something, if you do catch somebody who works there walking by and you ask her to say, I don't know. Usually we put out everything we get off the truck.
And what?
Bitch.
Why is it they protect so much the bathroom? You know, they have a bathroom keeper. So when you need to go to the bathroom, there's a person standing there allowing you or not to go to the bathroom. But you don't have anybody on the floor.
You know, it's funny you mention this because there's another part of customer service that now pisses me off. Walmart has gotten rid of the door greeter and now gives you the receipt checker on the way out.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I gotta pay for this shit.
I always get stopped.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because of my face or what it is, but I always there's like 5 people around me. No, that one. Let's stop the Puerto Rican one that looks like he steals.
I give them a hard time. Of course I do. So,
you know what I do? And I think my son has got mad at me. I don't know. I leave it in the bag. I leave the receipt in the bag, and I point them. It's in there.
Just to see if they'll look for it.
You want to see the receipt? Look through the bags.
Well, and you see, like, that's got to be a weird job. Like, ooh, let me see what this guy just bought. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like hot chocolate, whipped cream, fudge, condoms, zip ties. You know, like,
Cucumbers.
what is going down at this house? Like, what the fuck
We
are
love
you
salads.
doing? Yeah, we just really wanted to make some sundaes after church. Don't sound like you making sundaes. So, you know,
Now, talk about Walmart. There is always a joke about, it's like memes and stuff about this, but it's true. Anytime you stop an employee for a question, they tell you, sorry, I don't work in this area.
of course.
They always do that. Always. Sorry, I don't work in this area. Okay, can you get me somebody?
They act like they're in a theme park, working in a whole different land.
Right? You should know anyway.
Why are you
You should
walking
know
here
anyway.
if you're not supposed to
Why
fucking
are you
be
here?
here?
You see, that's the kind of employees that I'm after to get them fired. Why are you here? Why are you not where you're supposed to be?
Yeah, so basically that's
Why
what
are you
you're
not over
telling
there
me.
taking care of the vegetables? Why are you in the clothes when you're supposed to be in the vegetables?
Well, because you know they got this fine-ass girl they just hired over here to be stocking. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn. This isn't Match.com.
Yeah.
Get over there. Start putting away the carrots, Trey. Damn.
Yeah.
Got carrots and cucumbers.
You know, and to be honest with you, I in the beginning when we started with doing these self-checkout registers, I was a little bit sad because I didn't want people to lose their jobs.
Me neither.
But I love the self-checkout. I love it. I love not having to deal with anybody.
That's
Just scan and let me out of here. Let me go.
So it's funny you bring up the self-checkout because I felt the same way. Very sad. Oh, no, because I worked in retail. I think anybody who's worked in retail has earned the right to joke about it and say, yeah, it can be a bitch, but like we all did it together. But self-checkout, you know, I use the self-checkout. I'm going to be honest. I use it as well. Big fan.
I do.
I like, especially at Walmart. I can't tell you the last time I've seen a Walmart cashier. So,
Yeah.
you know, like, I will go there with a...
There are a lot of them are rude.
Dude, they're super rude. Okay? In most cases. Not every one of them, whatever. But it's like Walmart fucks with you just that much because you really could walk in there, buy whatever you want, and not have to talk to a person with self-checkout. But then they get you with the receipt checker. I don't like that role. And they've tried to make it seem like a door greeter person, but they're not handing out the little yellow smiley stickers like they used to. Okay?
Yeah.
And now, like, I don't like that. I don't like the exit inspection on the way out. Oh, is everything everything in here? Fuck you. I just
where I
paid
used to
for
live
this.
at the Walmart where I used to live in Haines City, there was a guy, he was a white old guy. He had his hair like Elvis Presley, and he used to sing Elvis songs. And sometimes when you walk in, he was singing the national anthem. I swear.
I just felt like letting one off today, baby.
Nothing better than listening to Elvis singing the national anthem. Yeah, I don't know, but he was like 100.
Pretty good.
Don't know what happened.
Oh, how will blue Christmas.
I don't know. I used to tell Sasha when we moved there, like, yeah, we're a little far.
Yeah.
We're up in the woods, Sasha.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Interesting times at Walmart. Interesting times. I've tried to get into the Target thing. I've tried to go to Target. I
love it.
really see. I need to have the opportunity to go more. I think to Target.
Yes, and they're so nice. I'm telling you, that's why I don't like Ross, because of the mess. When you go to Target, it's just so nice and clean. You know, some of the things are pricey, but it's so nice and organized. And I said it feels peaceful.
Yeah.
You shop and like, I like it here. And I just said Publix by mistake, but the self checkout of Publix, awful.
You don't like the
Awful.
public self checkout?
No, because it always asks you to put it in the bag.
Oh, put it in
Every
the bag.
item that you scan, that you put it in the bag, and you will not be able to scan the next one until you put it in the bag or fake like you're putting it. There's like a platform. You like hit it, I'm putting something in here, damn it. I need to keep scanning.
Bro, and let me tell
sometimes
you.
it will ask for somebody to log in. You gotta call somebody. I'm like, come on, this is stupid. I only have 4 items.
And dude, I am, and that the weight sensitivity is on par
Yeah.
at those machines. Like
Yeah.
it can tell, you didn't scan bubble gum, sir. That's your foot.
It is, but it's so stupid. It takes so long.
Yeah.
Like I keep pressing that area. Like it's there. Like, hey.
See, Melinda hates these. When we go these, Melinda's opposite of you and I. She will avoid self-checkout
No.
and go to seek out regular checkout. Now, at Publix, I'm okay with it. At Walmart, there's no fucking way in hell.
Yeah, I like the Walmart one because I don't get stopped by anything. You know, I just keep going.
Correct.
Scanning, let's go.
The Walmart scan one, I like those too. Like, there's no question. I'm not waiting in line. They only have,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they make so much money, they don't care about what you're stealing either. So
They really don't. I
it's
walked.
all profit.
You know, I'm going to tell you one more that was a little cuckoo. Is I did a cuckoo. What is that? Ugh, I don't like that. So let's get rid of that one.
Q.
It was a little cuckoo. I walked into a racetrack gas station with self-checkout the other day. At a
I
racetrack.
did that too. Yeah, I did
And
that too with my son.
That one, I like. I love
Yeah.
that self-checkout. You can do your prepay, your own gas, everything.
Yeah.
I'm running the pump.
Yeah,
I
I saw
ran the
that.
pumps last time I went to racetrack.
I got
It's
gas
wonderful.
though, but I've been there, a few times. They're nice. I love Wawa.
Yeah. Well, I've been using the racetracks because I have certain
Yeah.
ones mapped out. And that, the
Uh,
ones with the self-checkout's not bad. And I pulled into one the other day, and the lady that they hired doesn't look like she knew how to run a computer. I'm going to say it like that.
I had one close to
And-
my house, in my old house, and the guy, I went in there, and it was just me, and it smelled like marijuana, and I was like, I made that little, like, ooh, and I said to myself, ooh, that smell. The cashier says, want some? I swear, I was like,
Oh!
yeah. I was like, oh,
Nice.
can't do it. Yeah, it was
Nice.
good. It was funny. Yeah.
My man in the back, he's like, yeah, if you wouldn't have walked in this motherfucker, I was
Yeah.
2 hits away from stocking up.
Yeah.
Aquafina.
I'm not good with surprises, so I didn't know what to do. I froze. Oh.
COVID.
You gotta go.
I will,
20
but
on pump
COVID.
3.
Yeah, 20 up pump 3. Yeah, dude, when I went the other day, I racked up a full tab on the self-checkout. There was a line at racetrack of like 8 people deep. And when there's a line at a gas station, that's a long line. Like, that feels like this shouldn't be a fucking line
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So
got
I get
stories.
in this, the self-checkout says credit only. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm getting a drink, a water, and then I got an energy drink and blah, 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 a couple snacks. That's irrelevant. I ring them up, I put them in the bag. Apparently now, I need some type of approval from the cashier for something in this machine. All right.
Yeah.
The machine will take my money. The machine won't give me a receipt, but it took my money. The credit authorization thing was still there, though, where it said, like, you need to unlock this screen.
Mm-hmm.
I walked out the store. I took my stuff. I walked out the store.
Mm-mm.
Somebody was behind me in line. What do? I don't work here, bro. I said, scan your stuff and walk. Pay for it, walk. I said, that's all you can do. I said, whenever they unlock the machine, it's going to charge you. So it's okay. You're not stealing. You're just delaying your purchase.
Yeah.
That woman, I called for her at her register 3 times before I left. Tried to flag her down, stayed at my machine. We got an issue. She didn't even notice I was in the fucking room.
I'm telling you.
So self-checkout, can it be good? Yes. But they do the same thing at Walmart where they always put like the 100-year-old person operating the self-checkout station. Oh, you need approval over there, dear. And she shuffles over with the white leather shoes.
You talk about gas stations. I used to work in a gas station, right? When I moved here to Florida, I had a part-time at 7-Eleven. The worst job I've ever had. I think I've said this in the past. I worked for them, and it was the worst job I've ever had. I work a third shift.
Damn Venezuelans. I'm sorry. I love Venezuelan people, but they own 7-Eleven.
Well, and for us, and Puerto Ricans, they're owned by Indian people.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's true. That's how that's the perception. But anyway, the way they operate, at least in the one that I work, they only have 2 employees per shift. 2. And I work on the third shift. Okay. Their training is horrible. They give you a tablet, and you listen to it for 8 hours when you're training. That's your training. That tablet will shows you how to use the register. Or at least did. I don't know how to do it now. And I'm on a third shift with a tablet on my hands. I fell asleep. When you're done, you think somebody's going to give you a little rundown of what you learned on that tablet. Nope.
Little recap.
You're on your own. I don't even know how to mark the unique gas. I don't know anything. So I had this person with me for a few days showing me a few things because I kept asking. But, funny, this person, as I get more comfortable doing the work, decides to focus on their stuff, which is what they should do. But I kept missing this person every night for 4 hours. This person will say, I am going to do the drinks. So they go to the freezer and stock the drinks, but it will take them 4 hours.
Is that normal? I never worked in that kind of retail.
I thought it was
never
normal.
did gas.
I'm telling you, I thought it was normal. Here I am by myself, closing the fridge at 2 in the morning, and people yelling at me, wanting to kill me because they want alcohol. Dealing with people stealing. By the way, we had a hula hands next to us, and the employees, the servers, were all addicts. I'm telling you, they would come to our bathrooms to use them to sniff and smoke. And I'm like, come on, guys, I gotta lock it. And I'm telling you, there was this lady who tried to pay, and when she pulled her money out of her pocket, her drugs fell on the counter. And she says, the money's yours, the drugs are mine. Sorry. And then, but anyway, a few days go by, and this guy, I come to work one day, and there's this other lady working with me, and I was like, oh. She's like, oh, I'm from another 7-Eleven. I came to help you. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I wonder what happened with the other guy. You know what he used to do? He used to go into the freezer to stock the drinks. He will put the coat that they used in the freezer, sit on a crate, and sleep for 4 hours. That motherfucker got fired.
How'd they catch him? The cameras caught him?
I don't know. I found out that why they fire him. Here, I'm telling you, man, I was working my ass off. I used to fall asleep because that's when I was fat, and I started with my sleep apnea.
Oh, so you were in a...
third shift.
Oh,
horrible,
wow.
Dude. Horrible. And you know, people come and steal all the time, you know. I think I was meant for that job. I just hated it.
Man, why you gotta steal? I'm not gonna chase you.
This random group of guys come in to buy a Gatorade, and their pockets are full of candy. $3 for the Gatorade. I'm not stopping 6 kids, you know. Just take it. You want a bag for that shit? You know. Oh, I had a guy on Valentine's night.
That's what I was gonna ask you about.
So you know that we have this cheap wine in 7-Eleven with a little, with the flower and the little bear. So
yeah.
we had an end cap full of wine, and this Puerto Rican, because I know my people, comes in and is like, hey man, what's going on? I was like, what's going on, Papa? He's like, you have some wine or anything like that? And I was like, it was like midnight. I was like, yeah, right there, you know, we have that. I was like, how much is it? I can't remember the price. And I was like, I'm coming out behind the counter, and he's like, can you hook me up? I'm like, what do you mean? Can you hook me up? Like, I have this girl out there, and you know, if you can help me out, Papa. I was like, yeah, is this how much it is? He's like, no, but I don't have no money. I was like, well, then you're not buying it. He said, come on, man, hook me up, Puerto Rico, you know?
Puerto Rico.
I said, dude, you gotta pay
PR,
for it.
baby.
He said, come on, man, help me out, bro. I have this girl, man, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna go down. Just help me out. I was like, bro, no. So as I walk back to the counter,
OG.
you hear the doorbell, ding ding, right? And I was like, oh, I thought somebody else was coming in, right? I look out, he's running on 192, like running the street. I'm like, why is he running? I look at the counter, he had taken the bottle of wine. Motherfucker, I was like, damn, he stole it right in my face.
Man, this guy went wheels up with the wine.
You had to see him running through traffic on 192 for a bottle of wine. Yeah.
Cheap one, too, bro. You didn't steal from ABC. You took it from a 7-Eleven.
I know, yeah. It was awful. I hated that job.
But imagine how accomplished that man felt when he got back to that hotel room.
Yeah. Oh, he got it.
I told you I was going to get this shit. Now get on the bed.
Poppy.
You need to get ready, girl, because I told you. Hey, Poppy Chulo S2, mommy. Hey, I got this wine.
La batidora. La batidora, batidora, batidora.
I don't want to go to work.
Oh, my God. And in Spanish, in reggaeton, when they do the reggaeton songs, sometimes there's a voice of a female going to say, "Ay, papi!" That's mother.
Oh, my God. He does love me. You really stole that from me? You're such a gangster. Get over here, my little cholo.
I'm having your baby. Wherever you are, dude, if you ever listen to this motherfucker, you stole my bottle of wine with the little teddy bear.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Okay. Man, I feel bad. I'm good at that stuff, and he took it from me.
Somebody's sitting beside the car with their wife right now going, "Did you fucking do that? Was that you? I remember. We were at Disney, and you came in with
he probably
wine."
was short of money. He probably took her to dinner or movies that night. He's like, man, I got to do something. I got to step it up because this is on the other side. I just need to seal the deal. And wine is gonna be it. You know, have you ever been out and you're broke? You know, you were with this girl and you're broke. You are creative. You know.
Oh, you do get creative.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, you almost have to. I remember one time I took a girl on a date, and this was probably my worst first date. And it wasn't because the girl was necessarily bad to go on a date with. Like, I had known the girl prior. It was one of those things where, like, we were friends, didn't talk to each other for a while, came back around, now we're, hey, let's go on a date. So I messaged her and was like, I tried to go extra. I did. I was like, look, I found this really cool music show in Orlando that we can go to. I can't remember what it was called. It was on iDrive. And it said, but if we go, I said they're going to be throwing, they do like a whole, like a blue man group, like a poor man's blue man group kind of thing. And she was like, oh my God.
They were not blue. They were kind of bluish.
Yeah, she's like, that'd be so cool. Be so cool. And I was like, yeah, I think so too. We're going to do that. And then we're going to go to dinner first at Giordano's. I remember that because I like Italian. So we went and had dinner. The dinner was pretty good. I liked the dinner spot. Then I said, okay, the show we're going to do is right up the road. Bro, like any other good white man who's friends with a Puerto Rican, I went and bought a new shirt that day for my date. I had it nice and ironed.
Hey, you got to iron that shit. You got to
new pair of jeans, looking crisp.
Yeah.
New shoes. I looked nice, bro. And I knew it was nice. It was like, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I felt like the guy who stole the wine. We get to the show, and like there's like a bar, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go, let's grab a couple beers, whatever. And we're in what appears to be like a staging room, and then we'll go into the music area. Bro, they did a show, like it was like a live theater thing, which is cool. But then, about 10 minutes into the show, they start throwing buckets of paint at us. At us. At us. My new shirt, my new lady, my new shoes, and they're throwing motherfucking paint at us. It's everywhere. Bro, I came out of there dripping in tricolor paint. Like, I was like, and I told her to dress nice, everything. So like 3/4 of the date, I'm trying to be chivalrous, standing in front of her because she had a lighter colored shirt on. And I didn't want the wetness to make the shirt reveal things. So like I'm standing in front of her 3/4 of the show, not even enjoying it. And if you can just picture this face of it, just like a man, hands in his pockets,
Yeah.
kind of done with the evening, and I'm just like every 30 seconds getting like a paint splatter thrown in my fucking face. It was the worst date ever. And I walked out of there and she goes, "So did you expect it to be like that? Because I felt like we may have overdressed."
Yeah, just a little bit.
And I was like, "Yeah, we definitely overdressed." Ruined my entire outfit, bro. I've never been so embarrassed. Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't think I've ever had any bad first date. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't care. Not that I can remember, but I can say embarrassing maybe, but
then I would say embarrassing because the girl was perfect with it. Like she took it to the chin, laughed about it. I'm like, of course you did, because all my stuff got ruined. So, and then she wanted to like just randomly get back into my car after the show to go, for a ride. I said, "Whoa, let's put a towel out. Let's take some measures here. It's a first date. Nobody said this was forever.
Exactly.
I can't have you ruining things."
Yeah. No.
Whew. Woo. Bro, that was a show.
I know.
Man, we have been at it.
Yeah.
Holy crap, bro.
After the other. Very funny.
Wow.
Very funny. Funny things.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I posted something and I want you to check it out when you get a chance. Changing the subject drastically. Netflix, real quick. There's a new show you must watch.
Okay.
Don't understand why they did the name so long, but you'll watch and you'll kind of understand. But it's called The Woman in the House Across the Street
I think I know
from
where
the
you're
Girl
going.
in the Window. Have you seen it? Huh?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the show advertised, and I like Kristen Bell.
Man,
is it pretty good?
It is good. It is
really
good. So many twists. It is. You have to watch it. It starts a little. It's just again it's a twist because it starts in a way and then just all of a sudden it just changes drastically. You have to watch it, man. It's so good, so good, so good. I watched the whole thing from yesterday to today.
Really,
Once
you got
start,
hooked.
you can't stop. Linda's gonna like it.
Really?
Yeah, I think Linda's gonna like it. I like it.
I will tell her that we have to watch it. Today's a perfect movie day to watch.
Yes.
It,
It's like 7 episodes only or 8, and they're like short episomes. They're not
nice.
They're like 20 something minutes.
Oh, I can bang out a show, a 20-minute. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then what we were talking about a few weeks ago about Queer Eye.
Yeah.
So the guy we're talking about, Jonathan, he has his own show, and we talk about he should have his own show.
And he's got his own show.
Just started on Netflix. I only seen one episode. What's it called? It's called Jonathan. His name, whatever it is, it's called Getting Curious.
Getting Curious.
And so what he does, he explores different things by episodes, different things. Curiosity, why is this way? Like the first episode is about bugs and insects. He wants to know more about them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what makes it good is him because he's hilarious. He is hilarious. That guy is hilarious. I've said it before. I want to meet this guy. He seems funny and interesting. But I only seen a couple episodes because I start watching the Kristen Bell show and I was like, sorry, Jonathan, I gotta watch this.
Kristen Bell, unfortunately, wins.
Not only that, in the show she has short hair. Man, she looks cute.
Kristen Bell, and I know we're coming towards the end here, but like Kristen Bell is definitely a very, very. I think she's very attractive because of her appearance as well as her accomplishments. I mean, this woman has done a lot.
I don't know if this is a thing, but she does a lot of comedies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that for me it's not I don't know. I don't find it. I find women that are funny sexy. I just don't find her.
I understand. Right? I get what you're saying. In that type
when I'm
of,
watching her in a comedy, I don't find her, ooh, she's hot, right?
Yeah.
But in this show, it's there's a dark humor in it, but it's more thriller or drama in a way too.
Ominous.
Yeah, and it just like, I'm digging the hair and all that, and the wine drinking. Yeah. It was very different, but it was good. It's a good show. I must watch. Highly recommend it.
Her husband is a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine.
Oh,
Dax
yeah?
Shepard. I like to think so. I've listened to a lot of his podcasts. He's not actually a friend, but we're friends on Instagram, so technically.
Oh, got you. You know, yeah, it's a good. You gotta watch it. So watch it with Linda. You're gonna like it a lot.
I will.
And something else I started listening to was a podcast. Right? It's called Friday Night Therapy. It's really good. It's about there's two guys, random guys like us, you know. Their podcast is about sex.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they go through different topics of sex. They have questions, and they want to answer them. They look at old posts from people about sex or questions, and they talk about them in a really hilarious way. They're not holding back about their thoughts and it just in general. They talk about everything, dude, everything that you can imagine about sex. But just being guys. This is just guys talking about sex. They're not experts, okay? So that makes it better.
That is what makes it better.
Yeah. So
I don't want Dr. Phil to tell me how to approach things in the bedroom.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because one of them talks very openly about certain things, about how he feels or, he doesn't care. And the other one is more reserved or more, I don't know. Yeah, more reserved. It's like, I don't know about that, So that dynamic is pretty funny when they're talking about certain things.
I'll have to check that out.
Like, I'll try it. I'll try this. I don't care. And the other's like, I don't know about that, man. So it's a really good podcast. It's called Friday Night Therapy. So if you like that kind of stuff, you'll enjoy that. Pretty cool.
I will definitely give it a check.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
it's been
muchacho. Fun. What a show. Retail therapy, this show.
There you go. That's the name. Retail therapy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, it's been great. It's been a pleasure. And until next week, right?
Until next week. Yeah.
All right, brother. You have a good day, muchacho.
Bye.